were forced out by the city without any public outrage. In fact, each year, South Africans, together with their ANC leadership in government, engage in annual theatres and orgies of xenophobic violence against Nigerians, Zimbabweans, Congolese who live amongst us. From time to time, the properties of African migrants are burned or destroyed. The South African Police Service leads countless raids on those it calls undocumented migrants who happen to be Africans all the time. They beat them, arrest them, transport them to the borders. All this happens without any public outrage. Today, people are everywhere on social media, outraged by what Chinese are doing, rightfully so. Yet this is precisely what they do to other Africans right here in South Africa. They celebrate and encourage forced removals and deportation of African migrants right here in South Africa. The African body will never be treated with dignity far away when it fails to find a treatment of dignity here at home. The Chinese do to Africans what Africans do to each other here in Africa every day. This must tell us, all of us, that freedom cannot be realized in a single African country. No single African person can say they are free and hope to earn equal respect from the rest of the world when other Africans live in chains and indignity. African freedom means the freedom of all Africans wherever they are in the world. There is no South African freedom, peace and prosperity that can ever be achieved without the freedom, peace and prosperity of the whole African continent and diaspora. When financial and economic relief was communicated by President Ramaphosa, there was no mention of the continent or all the African migrants who live amongst us. The food parcels and all grants are meant for South Africans only. Even the small businesses grants are structured for South Africans only. The migrants, even those who are registered with permanent residency, will be overlooked, excluded, and probably even deported during this COVID-19 crisis. This is the reason all other countries in the world will never see black lives as worthy of dignity, respect, and remorse. We do not feel remorse to each other right here on the continent. We do not feel solidarity for each other. Do you think small and big business of British citizens will not get tax relief from SARS? Do you think they will not get payment holidays from Standard Bank? Do you think the British citizens in America will not get financial help from the USA government? The answer is simple. They will, because white people look out for each other, and our own government loves white people more than black people. They see it as their duty to keep white people happy and safe, even at the expense of Africans in general. In all these interventions, in particular, interventions that provide